Hey everybody, it's Emily and this is Emmylou Arts, and today I'm going to do something that I think is pretty cool. I have been a little bit out of commission for the last week or so because I've just done something to my lower back, and I'm used to healing faster than this, but I'm just not.
Thank you, late 30s.
So I did get a chance to catch up with my journaling, and it happened in a different way than I'm used to and led to me wanting to film this video of what I would start to journal with if I wasn't surrounded with stickers and markers and pens and paints and journaling supplies. This is what I used at my kitchen table to catch up on the last week of journaling, and it was really nice to just have a limited supply selection and just have to be creative. And I think that this will be really interesting if you want to get into creative journaling or memory keeping and you're like, I don't have $100 to spend on pens.
I get it.
This is a few ideas that you can start out with, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. And let's be honest, all you really need is a pen or a pencil. The rest of this is just fluff and fun stuff if that's what you're into. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please keep on watching. Okay, my friends, if you are new here, my name's Emily and I like to journal. I do like to journal in my Hobonichi notebook, but this is the first thing that I wanted to say. You don't have to have a Hobonichi. You don't have to have any of the other expensive notebooks. You can get one of these. I had this in one of my drawers, and I just bought it at the Dollar Tree a while ago because I thought it was cute. And I do believe when I started journaling, my first one might have been in a composition notebook. So you can do this. You can buy a composition notebook and go to town, my friends. This you could cover with collage, and you could wrap it with like a clear tape, packing tape, to make the cover more sturdy. There's all kinds of ways that you could reinforce this, but it doesn't have to be fancy paper. It's just paper. So if you want to start a journal and you don't have a journal, here you go. Get yourself to the nearest Walmart or Target or Dollar Tree and just buy a plain notebook. As we do this, I'm going to catch you up in my journaling because some people, for some reason, like to hear about what's going on in my life, even though it's not much. So that's what I shall do. I think you guys saw all of this. I was so behind, you guys, so behind. I had done absolutely nothing and had been a real slug. And I was sitting at the kitchen table and I just didn't want to move around a lot. So I picked a few things from my office up here where I'm surrounded by different kind of stuff. And I thought, what can I be creative with? You know, that is just a few things that I'll bring downstairs. And so that's what I did. We started this last, the 9th, that was a long time ago. And this I actually did a while ago, like maybe last weekend. I was sitting on the couch and I was doodling just different drawings. So you don't have to have a sticker for everything. You can look up things, images, kawaii images, fun animals, anything that you can think of that you want a picture of in your journal, you can try and doodle it. And chances are there's an easy way to do it if you type in simple kangaroo doodle or something, you know what I mean? So all you need is your pen. And then I had my super tips with me. These are great markers. They are great for lettering, like days of the week. And they're also great for coloring in. They're wonderful markers, and the colors are so bright. You don't need expensive ones. I mean, I don't know what a pack of super tips is, but it might be a good pack to start out with when you're just trying to get into the basics. So I was doodling a lot of things, and I was also using I brought down 2 sticker packs that I had purchased on Amazon. Rogue piece of collage. These are just 2 sticker packs that I bought on Amazon recently. The brand is PPAPPAPPIYO. And oh, it looks like you can get them on Etsy too, but I ordered them on Amazon, and I believe they were like $6 a piece. And there's a lot of stickers in these. So I ordered the cat one and the little girl one. And these are just the cutest stickers, and they're perfect for journaling because it's just doing all sorts of different things, this little cat. And so it's just a fun thing to add to your journaling if you like to do that kind of thing. Like I said, all you need is a pen, but like I had I had bought stickers for a friend and I had mailed them out to her. So I used one of these little girl stickers and the little heart envelope in the mailbox just to signify that I sent her some stickers. And I also spent a lot of money. I didn't spend a lot of money at Michael's because my parents' gift to me was just picking out whatever I wanted at Michael's. So I got a few more Michael's and Craftsmith sticker books. So, you know, you can't stop an addict. That's what I am, a sticker addict. So I was using those stickers, and then the rest is doodles. Like I doodled this stuff, and you can look up fun ways to letter different words and like the days of the week. And then you can also use your fine liners, just use the tip to like do shadows or to trace out your letters. Obviously, I use a lot of things on my pages because I like it super busy, but you don't have to do that. I mean, you could just use one sticker on a page and just write about it. Like this is just, you know, how I like to do it, which is extremely busy. And the other thing is washi tape. If you don't know what washi tape is, let me tell you, have you been missing out? It's also called crafting tape. Now, when I was at Michael's having my little birthday spending spree, I didn't spend that much. I saw this washi roll, and they're like the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. It's like spring blooms. They're so pretty. And I love like vintagey florals like this. So, and the washi was on sale. I think normally this tube of washi is $9 or $11. I can't remember, but the washi was on sale. And then I also had a 20% off your total purchase, including sale items coupon. So try not to buy anything at Michael's full price. So, I mean, you don't have to get a tube. You could just buy 1 or 2 rolls of washi tape, and that's just a couple bucks if you like washi tape. And to me, that just adds like some pattern and some color to my pages. And it's starting to be spring-ish, so that's why I loved these. I thought they were so pretty. So there we go. So stickers, doodles, washi, super tips, and kind of in the same vein as the super tips, cheap art supplies like the Michael's watercolors. These, I think, are what I started out journaling with. Are they fancy? Absolutely not. Are they chalky? Yes. They're not superb watercolors, but they are fun. And if you're just going to slap them down in a notebook just to have like a little wash of color on your pages, they will totally work. You don't have to have fancy watercolors. If you find that watercoloring is something fun you like to do, by all means, you could do that. But you don't have to invest in nice watercolors and really nice markers right off the bat to have fun and to get colorful and creative. So I just wanted to mention those. And this set of Michael's watercolors is like $5. And they have like brush packs that are like $1.99 or something. I mean, really cheap. So I wanted to mention that too. And let's see, last Wednesday, the 10th, Henry stayed home from school because he got Addie's cold. So I put the little PPAPPAPPIYO Cat, and then I doodled this little medicine cup in a Kleenex box, and speaking of these stickers, like I love cats, but I think that I saw that there's also like a dog one, and there might be a little boy, and then there's a bear one. I'll link down below all the things that I'm talking about on Amazon that I can find. And if it's from Amazon, it's an affiliate link, but that doesn't cost you any more money. It just makes me a tiny bit of money for my channel. So if you want to shop those links, you can feel free to do that. I've also bought big like sets of washi on Amazon, this decorative tape that are very reasonably priced too. And I can link one of those that I've bought and really enjoyed before. You can really get a lot of supplies on Amazon for really cheap. So if it's something you want to get into. I love this little alligator. That was actually in the cat one, I think. Give me my money. We had to go to the Girl Scout store because Addie had a whole bunch of money from last year's cookie season that she had put towards camp, but then camp got canceled. So she had all of this cookie dough that she needed to spend or it was going to expire and she would just lose it all. So we had to go to the Girl Scout cookie store and have a spending spree. Let me tell you, she was in absolute heaven. I told her, you have to spend $73 in here because we have nowhere else we can spend this and there's nothing else. Like, it has to be here, so go crazy. Oh my God, you would have thought she won the lottery. So that was really fun. And I love this little girl like throwing the money around. I thought that was so funny. Oh, and along that same vein, she also had a brownie meeting that was on Zoom. And this was part of the bag that they dropped the supplies off. So I cut that little picture out of the bag. So I guess the other thing is just collage and ephemera from your life, like tags and things that you collect on an everyday basis are really fun to tip into your journal, like tape in and put pictures on. This was part of the tag from a little cat slap pal that she picked out. It's like a cat that's a slap bracelet and I don't know, you guys. I tried to just close my eyes and let her have fun. And so that's what I did. So look at the things that you get every day. It's like your mail, magazines. Collage is something that I absolutely love. As you can see in these pages, like collage, magazine collage. And you can get that collage from anywhere. You can look at the mail that you get every day, your junk mail, obviously magazines, if you have them and you're done reading them. Look for collage images in there because a lot of times you can find really cool images. Like this was from a piece of junk mail. And it's just the possibilities are really endless if you start looking. And if you take into account that you can just doodle it if you want to. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I almost think like the funnier and weirder it looks, the better. Like the funnier it is. Like this baby is really weird looking, but I kind of love it. So yeah, things that you get in your life. And like I just got this birthday card in the mail today from my friend Pam, who I love so dearly. And this is going to go in my journal. So things like this that mean something to you, you don't just have to throw them in a box to save. You can put them in your journal. So things like that. And then just random magazine collage. You can get magazines from tons of different places, but just get creative. It doesn't have to be a magazine that you subscribe to. You could, if you're close with your neighbors or your coworkers, you could say, hey guys, I'm trying to collect some magazines. If you just throw yours away when you're done using them, pass them along to me. I'd like to collect some pictures from them and stuff. So you can check around and see where you can get free magazines. I mean, there's plenty of places that are giving away magazines. So if you do want to subscribe to something, I really like Real Simple because I really love the images from it are more kind of like now when I'm looking for one, I'm not going to be able to find one. No, so this is another card that Pam sent me one time. The images from Real Simple are more, what am I trying to say? Like not realistic. They're more like doodles and drawings, which is the style that I really love in my journal. But you choose you. You do you. There are so many different types of stickers and washi tape that it doesn't have to be this kind of style. You can look for antique looking things, or, you know, tons of different themes, or like pictures of floral pictures that are like real life pictures. You can use those to collage. Like this, I tore from a magazine because I just thought it was so pretty. I mean, this is just a picture of flowers, but it would be so pretty just collaged in your journal somewhere. And I mean, it's tore it out of a magazine. So open your eyes to the possibilities around you. So that was really fun. And one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about as far as journaling. Thursday the 11th, started out with Zoom coffee. I just doodled this little coffee cup, and then I used more of my little girl stickers, and I doodled a heating pad. Addie bought a loop-de-doo. It's a bracelet maker at the Girl Scout store, so we spent the afternoon making bracelets, and it was very fun. Really, really cool. And this is a piece of the packaging from one of the pieces of string, like yarn string. And I just cut that out and put that in my journal. I got some happy mail from a friend, and this note was taped on to the top. And so I put her little note in my journal. That's what I mean when I say like ephemera. And then just little things that happen throughout the day, I like to kind of capture with a sticker. Like I love this little girl with the hearts envelope, another like happy mail thing. The cat crying because my back was still bothering me. And then I doodled the little bracelet maker. And then I love this girl that looks very disgruntled because we got a quote on some things that we want to get done to the outside of our house. And it was a lot more than we thought it was going to be. So she's basically saying,
oh my God, holy balls.
So that was fun. And then more washi tape. Can you tell how obsessed I was with this spring washi tape? This was all things that I had right in front of me. So, you know, from this pile of things, and you can make it look really colorful. This writing is from like fine liner pens, like these Staedtler kind of pens. But you can get cheaper versions of these. You could journal with like just any kind of pen. I mean, there's tons of colored pens at the store. I just had these in my pen pouch. So, and like I said, I like colorful, so that's why I do tons of color. This was a doodle or a drawing. I had Googled a hug or something. I think I had Googled a hug. And this is what, I saw this drawing and I really, really loved it. And it was like the simplest drawing. And so I drew it. And on Friday the 12th, I hugged my mom and dad for the first time in a year. And it was as emotional as you're picturing it to be. It was absolutely fantastic. And that's all I needed to write for this day. Saturday, this was washi tape. I put this in a long time ago. It's a different piece of washi tape, but it's just day of the week washi. You didn't obviously need to use that. I Googled an alarm clock because I could not get my ass out of bed. and more of my stickers, like that snoozing cat, and then this cat hanging from a tree because Addie really wanted to go to the park so that she could rollerblade on some of the smoother concrete. So I took her to the park and she rollerbladed, and Henry jumped on the trampoline. And this is Collage. This was a piece of ephemera from a pen order that I got in my in a Tokyo pen shop order a long time ago, and I just loved it because while she was at the park, I was doodling in my journal, like her little rollerblades, and I doodled like some other stuff. And all I took to the park with me was this Pentel Rsvp pen. I didn't even take markers or anything. I was just doodling while I was at the park. And then later when I came home, I colored it in. I mean, it was days later that I colored it in and stuff. So, I mean, you can just do things when you have time, like little bits here and there. And you don't need a lot with you. If you've got your phone, basically, you can look up any image. You can figure out how to draw pretty much anything. And I'm not a skilled drawer. Like, I mean, maybe I have more skills than some people who never do it, but there are ways and there are tutorials online to draw so many things. So don't discount it if you think that you're not an artist. You can have a lot of fun with just a pen. Sunday, my back was still hurting, which put me in a mood. So this brings me, I think, to probably my last thing that I wanted to share. It's pretty much free, that you can put in your journal, is just images that you find, like on Pinterest. Like if there's a meme that makes you laugh, you can email the image to yourself and print it off on your computer. If you don't have a printer, then obviously this one's not doable, but a lot of people do have a printer and don't think about the ways that they can use their printer for them. So I really didn't have anything to doodle about on Sunday. I was just moody Judy. So I thought this was so cute. And I taped him in. And like this right here was something that we have these little apps that are on my husband and I's phone, and things that the kids do at school. Sometimes they upload them to this app and then we can see what they do. And apparently they had a Women's Day writing little project, and this is what Henry wrote, and it made me cry. Probably because I was just emotional, but it was so sweet. I wanted to save it, so I screenshotted the image and I emailed it to myself and I printed it out on the printer. So it's just printer paper, but I got to save that, and I loved it. I love this kind of thing in my journal, and if you've got a printer, you can do that kind of thing, and it's free. So sort of in relation to that, I'm going to do a tutorial, hopefully tomorrow, on how to print small square pictures for your journal cheaply, like budget. You don't have to have a sprocket. I love using my HP sprocket. It makes pictures like this that are like 2 inches by 3 inches. But you can also, using an app and printing out at a drugstore, you can make smaller square images like this, and then images that are like this size, very cheaply to put in your journal. Like this, well, that's what I did with all of these sledding pictures. I got these printed at Walgreens, but using an app, I put them all on the same picture so that they would be small for my journal. So that's also another really good way to get cheap photos for your journal, because sprocket picture paper can be expensive. It's really handy, and I love my sprocket, but when I have a lot of pictures to print, I will send them to Walgreens when there's a print coupon. Like all the time they have coupons for 50% off everything in photo or whatever. So your prints end up being like a couple of cents a piece. And you can get, since you're combining, multiple pictures on one 4x6 or 4x4, they end up being super cheap, like, you know, $1 or $2 for a ton of pictures that you can print out from your phone for your journal. And I will do that tutorial again, hopefully tomorrow. This was just something that I printed out on my printer. It was like a meme or something that I saw, and I just loved it. And that was basically Monday. It was just a tough day for me. And like I said, I'm not used to not feeling good. So it's just hard. I mean, I know that sounds really entitled, because a lot of people deal with chronic pain a lot, and it's just part of their life. It was just getting me down. So I'm getting better though. We're on the upswing, I hope. Tuesday here, this is just this week. All I did for this spread was use my super tips to letter in different things we did during the day. And then I put fun stickers next to them. That was all that spread was. But I love how it turned out. And then here, this is just the most recent washi tape, lettering in with my fine liners. This is magazine collage, super tips. Kind of last minute, the kids decided to go. They didn't decide. We decided that they were going to go up and visit their grandparents in Minnesota. So last minute, I took them up, and we met my father-in-law and traded off kind of halfway. So I drove them up there. This collage kind of signifies me packing the car. We don't travel light. They were only going to be there 4 days, but man, did I pack everything under the sun. So, and then they just come trotting out to the car like, "Are you ready yet?" I'm like,
"This is all your shit."
Like just watching their tablets, you know. Oh, kids. So I just doodled a little road to Minnesota. And I had Googled in one of my greedy weasels. I drew a greedy weasel leprechaun. And I thought she was so freaking cute that I pasted her in a long time ago on St. Patrick's Day. If you don't know what greedy weasels are, it's basically if you want to become a member of my channel and support my channel through the membership, it's 99 cents a month. And you have access to all of my doodles, fun little weasels. We're the greedy weasels. And then we have a really fun Facebook group and stuff. So if you're interested, you can ask me a question in the comments and I can give you more information. But I just thought she was so stinking cute. And I put this little piece of collage of a phone because I listened to an audiobook on the way up to Minnesota. My kids had downloaded some movies from Netflix, so they were watching that. And we did do quite a few Mad Libs, which are really funny until you realize that your kids are just going to keep using the same adjectives. Fat, chunky, slimy, fat, chunky, slimy. I'm like, you guys, use another thing. Noun, underpants. Oh, adjectives, smelly. So they kind of get a little bit repetitive, but we had a lot of fun. And I listened, when we got done with the Mad Lib madness, to a smutty book on tape in my ears, which is my favorite thing to do. If you need recommendations, just message me. And then on the way back from our road trip, I decided to stop by urgent care and just make sure that I didn't have a kidney infection or something. So I had to give them a little urine sample. And this is collage. More than you ever want to know about my life. But they said my urine was majestically beautiful. Damn it. So just a strained back, no kidney infection. I was just hoping it was something they could give me an antibiotic for and I would feel better. And then I doodled this pizza and this cookie cake because that is what we did on Wednesday night. I had to go to the grocery store to pick up the prescription anti-inflammatory. And so I texted my husband at work, I have to go to the store. Is there anything you want? And he's like, how about grocery store pizza? And I was like, oh, that sounds good. Like they make a pizza that you can take home and bake. And then a few seconds later, he's like, cookie cake? Question mark. That is like our dirty, guilty pleasure. I texted him back a GIF meme and I was like,
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty.
so I went through all the cookie cakes to find the one with the most frosting. And I did. It was incredible. And basically our favorite thing is to eat a cookie cake together. Not all in one night, but don't ever count us out. I bet we could. It was a rainbow that had so much frosting and primo. So that was awesome. And then we watched Netflix. It's basically my husband and I's perfect night. And then that brings us up to Thursday. I spent the morning, this is Collage from a Hobonichi pamphlet. I've used this girl so many times. And this is Collage. This is Collage. These are my cat stickers here. Your super tips here. And all these little stickers are also from these sticker books. There's tons of little ones in here. I mean, you could use these for a long time, especially if you were a little bit more sparing with them. As you can tell, I'm not sparing with anything in my journal, really. And this was a sticker that I got sent a long time ago. And I was trying to help the kids remotely figure out how to hook up to my in-laws' wireless internet. And it just wasn't working. And so Henry was like, oh my gosh, we're not going to have any wireless? I was like, yeah, I mean, geez, what are you going to do? I mean, a lot of times when they go up there, it's kind of a disconnect time too, which I absolutely adore. That's why I love them going up there so much, for multiple reasons, but they don't watch as much TV or anything. And so he's like, is this what it was like in the 90s? And I was like, yeah, bud, can you imagine? So I had to use this sticker, even though it wasn't in my, in either of these stickers. I had to, because I had this I Heart the 90s sticker, and I was like, when else am I going to use that? So I wrote about that, and then they both have their Gizmo watches on, and so they can text me like throughout the day if they're feeling homesick or they have a question about anything. So that's what we were talking on, was their Gizmo watches. So I do love that aspect of technology, that they can call me so easily, or that I can just check in with them so easily. So that was a piece of collage. I loved this little cat that I'm full, because we got restaurant takeout last night and had another Netflix night, and it was sexy as hell. So there you go. This was a piece of collage, and I printed out a sprocket photo of that my sister-in-law sent me of the kids with their cousins, which I thought was adorable. And that's just tipped in with this same washi tape and also Scotch tape. So a lot of stuff that you would need to do this, you already have at home, especially if you have kids, like a glue stick, Scotch tape, pair of scissors, and you're off and running, off to the races. So I hope this was helpful, or at least interesting to you guys. I had gotten this question before about things that I would start out with if I were just starting journaling. And I think this is a pretty comprehensive list, and I don't think it would be super expensive if you were just wanting to try out this style of journaling. And you didn't want to invest in a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I will tell you that it's addicting, so just be warned. But like I said, all you really need is a pen and a cheap notebook. The rest is just fluff. But I wanted to let you know about the fluff that makes this so fun and a creative outlet for me. And I hope that maybe you can find a way to enjoy this type of creativity. It's a great way to capture memories and also journal the things that are on your mind. So I think that's all I have. Check the description if you have any questions, or also leave me a comment in down below, especially if you're new to my channel and you want to give this a shot. I would love to hear about that. So thank you guys so much, as always, for sticking with me even when I disappear. I'm here. So I will see you guys again soon. Bye.